Shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom. Brother Naquam, watching for Israel, coming back at you with these precepts and another cold cut, giving, of course, our honor and our glory to Yahweh. By Shema Mashiach Wamalak Bashai. Double honors to the elect elders of the house of David that's been in this truth for decades and decades, patiently waiting for the second coming of Mashiach Wamalak Bashai. A hearty, mighty shalom to all of the mighty men of the Most High God who are out there in the highways and byways, pushing this truth, magnifying the ministry, presenting their body as a living sacrifice, and enduring all things for the elect's sake. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the men that may not be out there in the highways and byways as of yet, but they're working on it. They're getting built up in the spirit. They're praying, they're fasting, they're studying. They're being diligent and abounding in the work of the Lord. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the aquath out there, the sincere sisters out there, married and unmarried, holding it down in the households, moving in the fear of the Lord, reverencing their husbands. And for those who aren't married, who tend upon the Lord without distraction, shalom to the aqua. Shalom to all of the ancient men, the children, and the elect of Israel scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to everybody tuning in live. Ancients new, why don't we? K Paradise, Shanika Jenkins, Yolanda Caesar, Tara Maya Banya Sha'ala, the Don Israel, Richard Perez, Kareem, Shalom, Salakia, T. Sellers, Yasha Slakia, Yasha Awa, HBK Ent, Kim Israel, Divine in Nature LOC, and everybody else tuning in and that will tune in, Lord willing, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashima Mashiach Omalak Bashad, WFI No Filter, Adultery and Ungodly Lust, right? WFI No Filter, Adultery and Ungodly Lust. And we're going to dive right into it. Let's go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 10. Right? Let's dive right into it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashima Mashiach Omalak Bashad. Right? What is adultery? Right? Let's classify adultery according to the Most High. Right? It reads Leviticus 20 and 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. So adultery is when you're a man and you lie down, you have sex with another man's wife, right? This is no filter. We're just going to call it what it is and make it plain upon tables. So adultery is when you're a man and you have sex with another man's wife, all right? Rather that woman is promised to, what the Bible calls betrothed, or you're indeed married to that man and that marriage has been consummated because those two parties had sex together. So that's adultery, because adultery is not just in the world, they have these definitions that they use for relationships, right? For standards and morals and values and marriage and relationships amongst men and women, right? But adultery in the world is different than adultery in the truth, because adultery in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua includes you laying down with a woman, even if she's promised to that man. That's called a betrothal. When you go to the book of Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter, right? And adultery is a heavy, heinous sin. And there's adultery. I mean, since I've been in the truth, there's been multiple cases of adultery in Israel, man. I mean, multiple cases, not just on one hand. You understand? Sisters going from camp to camp. She was married and she laid down with this brother at this camp, but then she left out of her own devices. Maybe she got kicked out or banished for wickedness, then went to another congregation and said, well, you know, I'm not married, or I never laid down with a man, and lied, and then ended up causing that man to sin and commit adultery. There are men that, you know, deal with multiple women, man. You know, they may not have a rib, but they want somebody else rib, man. Brother may be single and he might be looking at another man woman. You know, start talking to this man's woman, find a way to get some type of communication going, and then deal with this man's woman. Or a man may have his own woman, man, and still want another man's woman. So we're going to go through adultery, right? Adultery is one of the 10 commandments, man. And the Most High is going to destroy adulterers. Now you can repent. Everybody can repent through the spirit and power and grace of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, whose blood cleanseth us from all sin. Right now it's up to the will of the Most High. Right, this Deuteronomy chapter 22, and I'm gonna read verse. Let's start at 23. It reads, "If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto an husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out into the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die, the damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he hath humbled his neighbor's wife. So thou shalt put away evil from among you." You see that? So adultery is not just a look, this man and this woman have consummated their marriage, right? But also, this woman is promised to this man. That's why it says if there's a virgin and she's betrothed unto an husband. What is the definition of betrothed? Let's pull this up. Betrothed, a person to whom one is engaged. See the synonyms: bound, contracted, promised, espoused. See that? So the Most High has a word called betrothed. This is similar to what the world calls, so let's go to the etymology, a fiance, right? Let's see, I believe I spelled that right. Fiance, man to whom one is betrothed. So they still use that verbiage out here now, man. A fiance, or I'm engaged. That's the worldly term, engaged, or that's my fiance. And if you lay down with somebody's so-called fiance or somebody that's engaged, that's still adultery. Right? It's still adultery. Right? Goes back to fiancé, meaning to betrothed. You see that? To betrothed. Let's see this. Right? Fiancé, woman to whom one is betrothed. All right. So it goes back to this is the etymology. Fiance or fiance, a promise, trust, from the Latin fidare, meaning to trust or to be faithful. Right? It means someone that is faithful. It has all but expelled native betrothed. You see that? The English verb fiancé, now obsolete, was used, meaning to engage, to be married. And that's what it means, man. Right? So even if somebody's engaged to be married and you lay down with them, that's still adultery. It's still adultery. Now you can say, well, they didn't lay down together yet. Or there's no papers. They don't have a instruments of covenant. Just because you have an instrument of covenant doesn't mean you're married, man. If you got instruments of covenant and y'all haven't laid down together, you're not married. You got a lot of madness in Israel saying, well, y'all aren't married because y'all don't have an instruments of covenant. Where was Isaac and Rebekah's instruments of covenant? Where was Adam and Eve's instruments of covenant? Where's the account of Noah and his wife? When everything got destroyed in the flood, let's say they did have an instrument of covenant, which is not written, Noah and his wife. How are you going to validate if they're still married? What, are you going to go up to Noah and take his woman and say, well, you can't get upset because I don't see any documentation? I don't see no instruments of covenant. That's madness. But we're going to deal with that too. Let's go back to this in Leviticus chapter 20 and 10, right? And if you thinking about dealing with another man's wife, or you a woman and you lusting after another man, and the Most High is going to get up with you, man. He's going to get up with you speedily. Adultery is one of the is one of the most wicked things that anybody can ever do. And adultery, see, there's certain things that every Israelite, every brother got a different spirit, right? Every brother got a different spirit. Some brothers, they like the book of John. Some brothers, and their favorite book is, Genesis. Some brothers, their favorite book, they like Acts, right? Brothers got different spirits. The spirit drives them to prefer one thing above another, right? Or to disannul one thing above another. There are certain sins that one brother may look at and he's like, he utterly despises it, man. A brother might look at another brother eating pork and be more upset than you because he may look at that and he just got a different spirit, man. When somebody commit adultery to me, it is one of the most wicked things that anybody can ever do, man. It's an amalgamation of many sins. First of all, is covetousness, which is idolatry, and it's theft, and it's murder, which is hatred, or hatred, which is murder, and vice versa. Murder is hatred. It's bewitching and manipulation, right? It's all types of sins, man. Rebellion, it's folly. The Most High said, and the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress, that's the man, the adulterer is the man. The adulteress shall surely be put to death. Let's go to the book of Job, right? Job chapter 31, right? And actually, let's go. There's a lot of precepts I'm thinking of through the Spirit, right? Let's go to Proverbs chapter 6, right? Lord willing, we can get them, right? If the Spirit permits. This is Proverbs chapter 6 and verse, I'm going to start at 25. Lust, I'm going to start at 24. I'm going to start at 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Now, a strange woman is on many folds, right? The strange woman could be a heathen woman. A strange woman could be a woman that you're not familiar with, even of your own nation. A strange woman could be another man's wife. A strange woman could be a prostitute. A strange woman, a strange woman could be a whore, man. Right? A strange woman could be anything. So it says, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. What is flattery? Right? We covered that before. Flattery is what? When you essentially give somebody accolades and praise because you have your own pretense. Right? That's Salakia. That's flattery. All right. So you have women, they'll try to flatter you, man. And a woman might be married. She might be messaging you, oh, you're a strong brother. Oh, you're mighty. Nobody could break the scriptures down like you. Oh, man, wow, you're tall, you're strong. Or how long have you been in the truth? Or, you see, whatever, man. Oh, you're handsome, you smell good. Flirt, she might bat her eyes at you. She might walk past you. She might smile. She might giggle. She might cut her eyes at you. She might stare you down. So these are the things she might, do things in front of you to get your attention. The Lord said the laws and the commandments are supposed to keep you from the evil woman. Let's read on verse 25. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. So you can't let a woman stare you down, man. Gaze you up. Wow, she's staring at me. Wow. I must be the blessed of the Most High. The Lord said, don't lust after her in your mind. This is another man's wife, man. What are you doing thinking about her? Wondering what life would be like with her. If he wasn't in the picture, you could have her all to yourself. What lewd sexual things that you could do with her. If only you could have him for one night, one moment. That's lusting after her in your own heart, man. So you can't let her take you with your eyelid, take you with her eyelids either. That means seduce you, stare you down. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious light. So adultery isn't an accident. I don't know if anybody told you, but adultery is not I slipped up. That's not adultery. Adultery is planned. It's a premeditated act. Nobody slips up and falls into the bed with another man. Neither does a man slipping on a damn banana peel, man, and fall into the bed with another man's wife. Certain women, they hunt. They already, a woman a plan to commit adultery, months before the man. Sometimes the man don't even know, man. He's the last to find out. The woman been knew that she was about to commit adultery. She's just plotting and planning. She's looking for that simple man. That's why I said she hunts for the precious life, man. She'll be on social media looking. She'll figure out which simple man that she can seduce. She knows she can't do that with every man, so she only do it for the simple. And she hunts like a lioness, man. And a whorish woman to bring a man to a piece of bread, and to bring him to nothing. Once he was a king and a mighty man, now he's a piece of bread. He's worth nothing. Because a woman that bring you down, man. Heartache. A brother could go through depression. A brother's finances could be taken away from him. A woman might milk him from everything he has financially. His pride may have been cut, self-esteem, and now he's just nothing. And she's hunting. She's looking for who she can use. Verse 27. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Well, what's the answer to that? Can you take fire in your chest? Because can you grow a fireball in your chest and take a torch and put it in your chest and you not be burned? No. If you take fire in the bosom, you will be burned. Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burned? Well, yeah, your feet are going to be burned. So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her, shall not be innocent. Meaning you're guilty. You're guilty of breaking the law. You have committed adultery. You went into your neighbor's wife. Men do despise a thief if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. And they have certain laws, like I believe they passed a law somewhere in I think Ireland or somewhere on the earth, where if you get caught stealing, if you're poor, you don't really get a penalty, right? That's what this is saying. Now, if you got a thief and he's starving and he's still an orange, and you're not really going to be, it's not going to really offend you as much, man. Hey, this guy, he's starving, he needs it, and he had to do what he had to do. And you might, you might say, hey, look, the law is the law, but you're not going to despise him. He's trying to satisfy his soul. Doesn't mean he gets away with it, but your approach and your mentality towards what he has done, you're not going to weigh it in such a severe manner due to him being in that lower state. Verse 31. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. Right? Meaning he has to give according to the law. When you read the book of Exodus, it's laws of theft, property theft, breaking in, burglary, right? When you read Exodus, the 22nd chapter. So if you steal one ox, you steal sheep, you got to get fourfold, fivefold. That's what that sevenfold really means, right? Verse 32. But whoso committeth adultery with the woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. Why do you lack understanding? Well, first and foremost, don't you know the penalty for committing adultery? Don't you know the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua? And what the Most High will do? What is the judgment? Death. So you lack understanding of what the law of the Most High, of judgment and righteousness. The lack of understanding is not mathematics, it's not politics, it's not philosophy. It is you lack understanding of the laws and the judgments of Yahweh Bashmi Awashai. The Lord said, but it's like he that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. So if you commit adultery, somebody's going to beat your ass. I'm going to just put it out there. This is a WFI no filter. That's what the wound and dishonor is. The wound is somebody putting their hands on you, man. Because you commit adultery with the wrong brother, or they say the right one. Hey, the brother, he's not taking a verbal apology. I just saw this video on social media. I don't know if he was a Moabite or something. Hey, this guy it's not justifying it, but hey, these guys don't handle things the best way, man. When they find out the woman commit adultery. Hey, this guy stabbed up the man and the woman, man. Now, the guy, he kind of escaped. Doesn't mean he didn't get stabbed up, but he stabbed this woman over 30 times. And the guy got stabbed up. Hey, people shoot people, stab, put hits out on people. People don't play around, man. So you get a wound and dishonor. Nobody respects. There's no honor in adultery. There's no honor in taking another man's wife, man. You don't get any points for that. This is not the world where you could just, oh man, Mr. Steal your girl. I can take your girl. Don't leave your girl around me. All of that BS. There's no honor in that, man. What is honorable is proving a sister, enduring the trials. You proving her proving you. That is honor. When you do something righteous and you prove a sister and y'all talk, then you court, and then you marry each other, right? You do things in wisdom and honor, and it's not in lust or pride or vanity, right? That is honorable. And your reproach will never be wiped away. You're always going to be known as the one that committed adultery. That's not going away. Whether you live a 7 or 10 or 1,000 years twice told, you're still going to be known for committing adultery. You're the sister that committed adultery, or you're the brother that did that, man. The Most High is always going to put it in somebody's mind to remember that. Rather, 20 years go by or 40 years go by. Verse 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance. What does that mean? These brothers not playing around, man. If they catch you with a woman, there's nothing you can say to certain men. Certain men, they'll kill you, man. Are we justifying that? No. A certain man, every man don't have temperance. Every man doesn't have patience. Every man doesn't exercise mercy. Certain men, they lose it, man. And they'll do things to you. I mean, this happens all the time, man. They show you that in that movie, City of God, right? It's a movie came out maybe 20 years ago, 15 years ago. City of God, they in Brazil, and one of the scenes in the movie, in the beginning of the movie, right? The brother, I think his name was Rocket. One of their names, right? They had all of these nicknames, but he had two brothers. We had like three brothers. We had an older brother, right? And long story short, somewhere in that movie, somebody was dealing with his wife, man. This guy's wife. And this guy found out. Now, when the guy found out, he beat his woman with a shovel. And I think he was trying to shoot the man, but the man escaped. And he buried his woman in the house, man. So certain men, you can say, baby, I'm sorry. Look, I didn't mean to. Hey, no, every man is not hearing that. Verse 35, he will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. Meaning he don't want nothing from you, man. You can't give a guy, you catch him, he catch you with his woman, and you want to say, well, look, let me write you a check. This man don't want that check, man. He wants your neck. He want blood, man. That's what it means he will not regard any ransom. You can't pay this guy off. You can't abate his anger with money. Gold, rubies, topaz. The gold of Ophir is not going to assuage a man's grief and anger if he catches you with his woman. Even if you gave many gifts. And the Most High is going to put a spirit on that man. Right? Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 41. Right? Adultery is avoidable. There's no accidental adultery. Right? There's no accidental adultery. And brothers that commit adultery and women that commit adultery, they wanted to commit adultery. Right? Because they ignored the scriptures and went after their own lust. They thought that their lust would outweigh what is righteous. Right? And I'm speaking about Israel and the truth. You women that commit adultery, you know the scriptures, man. And you men that commit adultery, you know the judgment. But when you weigh it in the balance, you walk and you're blinded after your own lust and desire. And your own lust outweighs the judgment and the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So ain't no accidents. Ain't no slip-ups. These women are planning on committing adultery months prior. And sometimes Jake too. Jake might do it days in advance or weeks, even do it months in advance, maybe a year. She'll leave her marriage before she physically leaves her marriage. She'll be out of it. And she'll be going through the motions. And in her mind, she's looking for the next one. Jake, you might just get caught up in your own lust, maybe months, weeks in advance, sometimes days, man. You know? Ecclesiastes chapter 41 and verse 20. It reads, and of silence before them that salute thee, and a look upon a harlot. So when you read this account, it's telling you things that you should be ashamed of. Certain things you should have shame. You should feel bad about doing it. You should just be a damn embarrassed. Right? You should be embarrassed. If a brother salutes you and you don't salute him back, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed if you're looking at a harlot. If you're on social media, you're just staring at women shaking their behind. Right? Or if you're a woman and you're looking at men, you should be ashamed of your damn self, man. Oh, I'm just looking for 3 seconds. It's not that bad. You're still looking, man. And you're lusting. You know? Hey, I was at the plantation about 2 weeks ago, man. And this Jake, I was with this Edomite and this Jake. We had to do some work. And this Jake, he was cooning out. And he was like, oh man, he called me by my name. He said, yeah, that's why you come in the office, because you want to look at this woman. Right. And I kind of got upset. And I ain't saying nothing because I'm at work. So I kind of, I said what I had to say. I said, I'm not looking at this woman. I believe I said it like that, man. Right? I think I said she's married or something like that. Or somebody said, ain't she married? And then the Edomite, he says, that doesn't mean you can't look. And I walked away, man. They laughing and giggling. That's not funny, man. That's not funny to me. I don't think that's funny, man. To be looking at another man's wife. Oh, well, you could look. Because that's how that stuff starts, man. Now, if you walk in the brother house, you salute the house. Hey, shalom. Hey, you keep it moving, man. Right? But if you damn intentionally staring at another man's rib, trying to get her attention, or she trying to stare at you, and now it's a damn problem. It reads, Sirach 41 and 21, and to turn away thy face from thy kinsman, or to take away a portion or a gift, right? Or to gaze upon another man's wife. If you're gay, to gaze means what? To stare. I mean, that's all it means. It means to stare. Look steadily and intently, especially in admiration, surprise, or thought. To stare. Look fixedly. Take a good look. Shouldn't be taking a good look at another man's wife. Survey. Scan. Right? Look at this. To scan. Look at all parts of something carefully in order to detect some feature. You let a brother, I catch a brother scanning my rib, man. It's going to be a problem. Brother, you know, I don't know what I'll say, in that moment, but it's not going to be shalom, you know? To scan means to look at all parts of something. Well, what the hell are you looking at, man? Oh, well, I was just, hey, your rib is real beautiful, man. I was just thinking, I mean, she looks amazing. Let a brother tell me that, man. I'll have to walk out. I think I'll leave, man. I think it'd be best for me to walk out at that time for a minute, or I have to call somebody to kind of, escort me out the room. Hey, certain brothers not playing. They don't play around, man. This ain't the world, man. See, in the world, Jake, you show off your woman. You let your woman wear these skimpy ass clothes, tight dresses, tight damn shorts, chest all out. Yeah, everybody look at my woman. Look at my trophy. They call it trophy wife, trophy rib, right? Yeah, you can look. Yeah, you like Jake. You been to that vow? We know you Negroes, man. Yeah, you like that. Yeah, you can't have that spirit. So you want brothers to look at your rib, man? That's wicked. If you one of those brothers that like when brothers look at your rib because you think that they gonna respect you, then the Most High is gonna destroy you. This is not the world, man. Shouldn't be getting off on another man looking at your woman. Yeah, I'm the man. I'm the man. Everybody looking at my woman. That's some Negro stuff, man. And I know you Jakes do that, man. Some Jakes are into that. So here's some synonyms for gaze. To take a good look. What are you taking a good look at, man? Get a load of. Rubberneck at. Gawk at. Gawp at. That's off, man. Right? To check out. Ogle or ogle. Or oogle. To peer. To stare. To contemplate. Because if a brother's staring at your rib, he thinking too. He thinking. He's contemplating. Let's read it again. Or to gaze upon another man's wife, man. Yeah, brother try to catch your rib from across the room, man. Try to force eye contact. Yeah, a woman to do that, man. She married, but she trying to force eye contact with another man. That's how it all starts. That's why you should be ashamed to be staring at another man's wife, man. If I catch another man's wife staring at me, hey, I'm telling, man. Yeah, I say I'm going that brother out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I'm not about to let some brother's rib just stare at me, man. And just keep it to myself like a creep. No, that brother got to rebuke that spirit, man. I'm gonna say something. Ain't no, yeah, that brother Rib got a crush on me. So now you want to every time you come around, you expecting that brother Rib to look at you. Then now you start looking. That's lust, and madness. Let's read it again. Sirach 41 and 21. That's how adultery started. I'll start with that eye contact. And to turn away thy face from thy kinsman, or to take away a portion or a gift, or to gaze upon another man's wife. Or, and a lot of brothers, you following these other men's wife, you like to follow them on social media and go on a profile page. I ain't lay with them. I mean, it's social media. That's it's social media excuse. It's social media, everybody. I mean, it's just Instagram. I mean, I just follow her. What are you following her for, brother? You know? Yeah, I just like her pictures. I just a like. Yeah, I'm just under her comments. Just a few emojis. Just in her inbox. It's just messaging. Just saying shalom. Being friendly. Just staring. Just admiring. Right? That's you're on your way to adultery, man. Verse 22. And then the Lord tell Abimelech, let's go to Genesis, the 20th chapter. What did the Lord tell Abimelech? Genesis chapter 20 and 1. And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country, and dwelt between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar. And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. Right? So Abraham says, he told his rib, told Sarah, hey, look, say that you're my sister, because if you say that you're my wife, they're going to kill me and take you from me. But if you say that you're my sister, they're not going to kill me and take our wealth. Right? It reads, but the Most High. So he took Abraham's wife. Now he didn't know, but let's see what the Most High did. But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, behold, thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife. You see that? The Lord said, thou art but a dead man. So if you take another man's wife, you staring at another man's wife, you plotting on another man's wife, you're secretly texting, and vice versa, man. You're a woman and you're secretly thinking about another man, lusting after him, can't wait to see him. Spirit, you're getting all dialed up so he can see you, man, because you want other men's attention. And the Most High said, thou art but a dead man. That lust and vanity is going to get a lot of people killed. And there's women that do that, man. They'll put their makeup on and put all their stuff up because they going to an event or something because there's other men there. They might be with their man, but they're not doing that for their man. They doing that because they don't do it every day. They don't do it for they're doing it for everybody can see them, mainly men. Right? So the Lord sees these spirits that Jake doing vanity and lust. The Lord sees all of that, man. Yahweh Shai, he's a true beholder of the hearts and the reins, man. And you men that's lusting and watching these other men, men's wives, the Lord sees that too. You thinking about her? Thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife. So the Lord is not playing around, man. Yahweh Shai is not playing around. Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 41 and 22. Or to be over busy with his maid, and come not near her bed, or of upbraiding speeches before friends, and after thou hast given, upbraid not. These are things men should be ashamed of. Come not near her bed. All right, let a brother find out that you came near his woman bed. Oh man, I was just, man. Hey, what did the king do to Haman? Let's go to the book of Esther. All right, let's go to Esther chapter 7. It's Esther chapter 7 and verse 7. And the king is Ahasuerus, arising from the banquet of wine, and his wrath went into the palace garden. He was hot because he found out that the Haman wanted to kill his women and the Jews, right? And that he was deceived. And Haman stood up to make request for his life to Esther the queen, for he saw that there was evil determined against him by the king. Then the king returned out of the palace garden and to the place of the banquet of wine. And what? And Haman was fallen upon the bed whereon Esther was. Then said the king, will he force the queen also before me in the house? And the word went out from the king's mouth, and they covered Haman's face, or Haman's face, and ended up lynching him. Huh? What is a man supposed to think if you see him, right, on the bed with your woman? Hey, the king wasn't playing around, man. So will he forced the queen in the house? And while he was talking, while he was saying that, the people around him knew, hey, we gotta get rid of this guy. So they put a black bag over him, huh? Like they do in the movies. And they yoked him up. Verse 9. And Harbonah, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, behold, also the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman made for Mordecai, who had spoken good for the king, standeth in the house of Haman. Then the king said, hang him there wrong. So the king is not playing around, man. Right? The Most High said, really, the Most High put in his spirit to say, hang this so-called white man. Lynch him. The Most High came to Abraham, it came to Abimelech for taking Abraham's woman and said, you're a dead man. Huh? Thou art but a dead man. Right? Adultery, you don't play around with the Most High, man. Right? The Lord hates adultery. Right? Let's go to Ecclesiastes, the 9th chapter. Right? And if you thinking about another man's rib, right? Or you a woman, you thinking about, plotting on another man and you lust after other men, you better repent, man. And get your spirit right. For the Most High destroy you, man. The hell you looking at this man's rib for, man? And you're a woman, you're married, man. What are you, what the hell is wrong with you, man? Let's go to Job 31. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 31. Right? Job, chapter 31. And it's a lot of adultery going on in Israel, man. Right? Job, chapter 31 and verse 9. If mine heart have been deceived by a woman, or if I have laid wait at my neighbor's door. And a lot of brothers' hearts, meaning your mind, get deceived by a woman. You start picturing yourself in the future with this woman. What it would be like if she had your children. What it would be like if y'all got married. What kind of house y'all would live in. How y'all would live together. You start having, and woman, you do the same thing, man. You have all these lewd fantasies and hopes that ain't never going to happen. These vain imaginations of what life could be like with this individual. You're married. What are you doing thinking about that, man? And you start entertaining those thoughts, right? And those thoughts become your God. You start praising those gods with sacrifices. And the sacrifices that you make are the wicked acts you do that lead to the physical act of adultery. So you can't let your heart get deceived by a woman, man. Hey, many men fell. Adam fell. David fell. Samson fell. Many men have fallen. Strong men. You don't think David was a mighty man? It's not the song by the woman says Saul slayed his thousands and David is 10,000s. David killed tens of thousands of heathen, man. A mighty man. He's a man after the Most High's own heart, and he fell by a woman. Samson, strong man, right? Heaps upon heaps. He slew 1,000 Philistines with a jawbone of an ass, man. He fell by the hands of a woman. Adam, pursuant to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10 and 1 on down, he had power to rule all things. He named every beast of the field, every fowl of the air, every creeping thing, and every fish in the sea, small and great. He taught the nations, for his root was by great waters, man. And what happened to him? He fell by a woman. All deceived. Let's read it again. If mine heart have been deceived by a woman, or if I have laid wait at my neighbor's door. What does it mean, laying in wait at your neighbor's door? It means you plotting on your brother's wife, man. You wait till he go to work, and you call out that day. She tell you what time he's off. He worked nights. He worked the graveyard, 11 to 6:30 a.m. or something like that, man. You know? Or he worked days. He worked a 6 to 2:30, 7 to 3:30, 8 to 4:30, 9 to 5. 5 to 1:30, whatever. So now all of a sudden, that's your sick day, vacation day. She'll wake up in the morning. She might make him breakfast, right? She might see him out the door. Then she'll text this Negro, man. Okay, he's gone. She'll call him to make sure he's really gone. I just want to see if you made it safe. Have a great day at work. Then at the side of her neck, she's telling the other dude, yeah, he's gone. Yeah, but come in through the back. I don't want my neighbors to see. Hold on. I'm unlocking the door now. So if you wait at your neighbor's door, as a man, what is the Most High going to do? Then let my wife grind unto another, and let others bow down upon her. And what does that mean? I'm making it plain. If you're thinking about another man's rib, the Most High going to make sure your rib get popped by another man. That's what it's saying. Now you can say, well, you're being too much. No, that's what it is. If you land that weight at your neighbor's door, you're thinking about dealing with his wife, you guarantee that your wife is going to be dealt with by another man. That's what it means, let my wife grind into another. That grind is not talking about, okay, well, that's just pastel. She's just grinding up, powder. No, she's going to be grinding unto another. And other men are going to bow down upon her. Meaning they're going to bow down upon her. Right? I'm not going to go too far. You can figure out what that means. Hey, this is what the Most High said is going to happen, man. Verse 11. For this is an heinous crime. Meaning adultery is not just a regular crime. Look, read in Proverbs 6. It's not just you stole because you was hungry. This is a heinous crime. Yea, it is an iniquity to be punished by the judges. For it is a fire that consumeth to destruction, and would root out all mine increase. So the Lord will take everything from you. You may have increased in wisdom, increased in virtue, increased in faith, increased financially, increased on every level, man. Mentally, your health may have increased, and the Lord will root it all out and destroy you, man. Because it is a heinous crime. Right, let's go into this word heinous. Get another definition. Heinous. It reads, of a person or a wrongful act, especially a crime, utterly odious or wicked. Odious, wicked, evil, atrocious, monstrous. Adultery is monstrous, despicable, inexcusable, hateful, egregious, nefarious, villainous, iniquitous, Unspeakable. Adultery is unspeakable. Just the unspeakable act. For this is an heinous crime. Yeah, it is an iniquity to be punished by the judges. Now, the ultimate judge is Yahweh Bashmi Abashah and the angels, the Alahayim, right? But the real judges live on the earth and the men, right? So that word judges in the Hebrew is just magistrate or a judge, right? And he'll say, hey, look, put this man to death. Put this man and this woman to death. It is a heinous crime, right? Let's go to the book of Sirach, the 9th chapter, right? Ecclesiastes chapter 9, 9 and verse 8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. So turn away your eye from a beautiful woman, man. Don't be sitting up there telling his brother, man, your rib is beautiful, man. You know? Man, I respect you, man. Damn, how you do that? No, brother. Damn, how you pull that one off, man? She bad. You the man. You know how Jake be, man, in the world. Damn, how you do that? Oh, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is, man. You know the game. That's what Jake do in the world, man. But you don't have no business eyeing up his woman, man. Right? Whether she's beautiful or not, ain't no way. I'm just admiring her beauty. That's what the Lord said. Look not upon another's beauty, because that's not yours. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For here with love is kindled as a fire. You keep looking, you're going to catch feelings. You catch feelings, it's going to turn to a lot of your thoughts. You're going to start thinking about it. All right, if you can't control your damn self and get rid of that demon, then it's going to lead to action. You're going to start plotting and conniving and scheming a plan to deal with this woman and or see this woman. You'll lie to yourself. You'll lie to your family. You'll lie to that brother. You'll lie to her. And your love is just kindled as a fire that cannot be put out. Only way to put out that fire is you got to stone that man in the ancient world. Verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms. I mean, you can't be hugging another rib, somebody else's rib. It's not Christianity in the church. Oh, I'm hugging Sister Shirley, Sister Rosa, right? Sister so-and-so. Giving everybody church hugs. No, you can't. You can't even be hugging up with another man's rib. Even if that man, Salakia, say it's okay, you say no. What do you mean that's okay? Nah, you go ahead. No. I barely want to see another man's woman, man. I feel uncomfortable when the brother introduced me to his woman. I just want you to meet my rib. I don't want to meet your rib, to be honest. You know? Meet her for what? You know? Now, we do got families in the congregation, and we got a strong sisterhood. So we know of sisters, and we know of brothers' wives, but we're not sitting down with them, drinking with them, and sitting down, and they're not in our arms, man. This is not the world. Esau be into that stuff. Switching around and swinging and swapping and madness. They had to show wife swap. I mean, that's explicit adultery. That came on back in the day, man. When I was a kid, they had wife swap. Right? Everybody remembers that show. If you're over, 25 or something, wife swap. See that? This is what Esau's into, man. Right? Where is it at in the scriptures? Okay, what the hell is this? All right? Damn, wife swap. is an American reality television program that was first broadcast on ABC in '04, based on a British show, and a program two families from two social classes swap wives slash mothers and sometimes husbands for 2 weeks. Right? Well, where's that at, man? We could just swap wives for 2 weeks and record it. Right? That's madness. The Lord is not into that. Hey, you could dance with my rib. Can I dance with your woman? Right? No, no, absolutely not, man. You can't even sit down with another man's wife. Oh, we just sitting down. We close. We best friends. That's my best friend. This is in middle school, man. That's my cousin. It's not your cousin. Hey, twin. Right? No, none of that childish wickedness can take place in Israel, man. Right? I mean, your rib got nicknames for another man. He got nicknames for your rib. Right? They got inside jokes. They get all giggly around each other. You told actually, River, what's the joke? What's it about? Brother, it shouldn't be no damn joke. Oh, we just going out for drinks. That's what in that movie Temptation. You watch that Tyler Perry movie Temptation. I don't know that's the sister name, the actress. Right? If you know her name, that's fine and all. But she was dealing with this Jake, man. I don't know if that guy was a Hamite in real life or a Jake, but the point of the matter is, her mother told her, "Hey, look, you dealing with the devil, man." She said, "That's that devil in that red car," because she could kind of see that he was a demon, and he turned out to be a demon. He put a demon on her, and he put other things on her that she could never get rid of. And they was going out, man. They was on a plane together. They was going jogging together. They started going out to eat. I think she moved in with him. You know? So that's sitting down with another man's wife. You shouldn't be best friends with another man's woman. And she shouldn't be best friends with no other dude. Now you can say, well, not Kwame, that's because or go ahead, let do it if you want to. Now I know my rib. I know my rib, man. My rib ain't, brother. You being over righteous, brother. Right? You being over righteous. I know my woman, man. My woman's faithful. She want to go out, have drinks with another man, she could do that. I know she'll be back. She'll be back at, she'll go out and she can do whatever she want to do. She's only going out with a few guys. What's the big deal? I know my woman. Yeah, it's 11 p.m. and she's going out. All right. Yeah, she didn't tell me where she's going, but they're going. Okay, brother. They're just going out for a few drinks. What's the big deal? Brother, she's going to find out what the big deal is. And you're going to find out, man. Because you let your woman just go out with another man. And Jake, you and Eve, y'all defend that kind of stuff, man. My best friend, that's my twin. We just cool. That's just my co-worker. He's my workout, my gym, what they call it, your gym workout buddy. I saw this other video, man. This Jake caught his woman in the gym with a dude, man. Well, I'm just going to the gym. Go to the gym every Thursday. Every Thursday at 6:30 p.m., you're at the gym like clockwork. Because Rel is at the gym, man. And you walk past Rel. You want to walk past Rel. The bathroom is that way. Rel come in from work and he work out there, he do his curls and stuff, and you want to go to the gym. You're married, but you at the gym and you just want to get real attention. So you walk past real. You go to the long way just so you can walk past him. You're not going to say nothing, but you want to walk past him. Just so he can kind of look at you. Can you help me? Can you spot me? Can you stretch me? Right? Oh, he's just my workout partner. And Jake, you do the same damn thing, man. I'm just stretching. I'm just help you out a little bit. Here. That's how you do it. Here, hold on. Wait, let me show you. Hey, no, that's wickedness, man. All that hold on. Let me show you. And you do it like this. No. Let me read this again. It reads, sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her. So let me grab this charger. Right? Nor sit down with her in thine arms. And spend not thy money with her at the wine. Yeah, all them getting drinks. Like we always say, them happy hour drinks. Or it's just happy hour. It's Taco Tuesday or Tequila Tuesday. It's corporate holiday party. Oh, they're making me go to the holiday party. They're making me go to the Christmas party. Oh, boy, you're telling your woman, oh, they're making me go. No, brother, you want to go because they having drinks and they doing that mistletoe and damn Tamika gonna be there. You know, that's why you want to go. Oh, I gotta go to the damn. Next thing you know, you getting drunk and you getting that Christmas spirit all on you, man. That New Year's Day spirit. And next thing you know, it says, least thine heart incline unto her, or least thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire, thou fall into destruction. Right? So you don't want your heart to incline into another woman. And you start thinking about that woman when you start spending time with that woman. That's what the Most High is saying. If you don't want your heart to be inclined into another woman, don't stare at her and gaze at her. Don't sit down with her. Don't hug on her. Don't spend money with her. Don't spend time with her. Because if you do any of those things, you're going to start thinking about it. Your best bet is to leave that woman the hell alone. And vice versa for a woman that's married. Huh? Oh, you look tense. Look like you had a long Kent. Right? Oh, you brought it out really mighty. You're such a strong reader. You're really powerful. Right? And you're on a comment board under this guy's video. You're sneaking off watching his videos in the bathroom. You know? You're watching the videos to lust after him. And you're married, man. You're emailing him. You're going back and forth. You got damn secret message apps on your phone. You're doing all types of madness with it, man. You're changing the icon and the name of people on your phone. Now, brother Gabar, he's dad. Dad with a damn, dad emoji. How did brother Gabar become dad? Or mom? Or sis? Sis so-and-so. Now your phone ring. Your husband there. Sis is calling. Sis damn Martha, man. Sister Martha. Oh, I gotta get that. And she'll leave it face up on purpose. So Sister Martha. That's not Sister Martha, man. I gotta take this. Oh, what happened, sis? She'll answer the phone. What happened? Oh man, I gotta and go downstairs, man, or go upstairs, or go in another room. Then she going, boy, what you doing calling my phone? You crazy, you silly. Stop, stop, stop. I'll call you later. Then hang up the phone and walk back in the other room. Husband sitting there, he don't know what's going on. Everything all right, babe? Everything all right? Yeah, she just, she's going through postpartum and I don't know. Right? All types of madness going on, man. So that adultery, be a lot going on, man. It'd be a lot going on in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 30. So if you want to avoid adultery, you got to fight that demon. Because it's nothing but a demon on that individual tempting you to go off, man. Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 20. It reads, such is the, actually, I'm going to start at 18. There be three things which are too wonderful for me, yea, four which I know not. So the fourth thing he don't know, right? The way of an eagle in the air. Yeah, that's wonderful. You see an eagle flying, you're looking at it. Wow, how could it soar so high? Look at the wingspan, it's huge, right? That's a wonderful thing in the eyes of Solomon. The way of a serpent upon a rock. Yeah, you're looking at the subtlety, how it can travel up and move fast, sneak up on its prey. The way of a ship in the midst of a sea, and the way of a man with a maid. So Solomon don't know nothing. He's talking about adultery, man. It's going to tell you. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. And that's the way of an adulterous woman. He's telling you their way. They'll eat. When it says eat, it's not talking about eating a foot-long hoagie. It's not talking about eating a meatball sub. Right? It's not talking about a deep dish. That's not what she's eating. Oh, well, what is she eating? Oh, what is it really talking about? What's the breakdown? Well, you gotta pray on it. Right? She eateth and wipeth her mouth. It's not because she got tomato sauce on her mouth. Right? That's not what it's talking about, huh? So she'll commit lewd acts and saith, I have done no wickedness. Right? She'll do God knows what under the sun and says, I ain't do nothing wrong. I was out. You always blame me. You're insecure. I was out with the sisters. I was grocery shopping. I went to get a few things. Oh, you don't trust me. You're always like this. I had a flat tire. I had to travel and I just had to. They'll throw an attitude, man, and flip it. And now you apologize. Oh, baby, I didn't. I was just thinking. I mean, you was going for 5 hours. I mean, I was just worried. I didn't think about it. Yeah. She hold her finger out. Like, yeah. Kiss my hand, spirit, man. Baby, I didn't mean to. Get off of me. I got to shower. Okay, you want me to? No, it's all right. Hand me my phone. Here, okay. I love my woman. Yeah, nigga, yeah. All right. Right? That spirit, man. Right? Hey, eat, wipe your mouth. I have done no wickedness. I'm on my way home. And the Lord sees all of that, man. See, one thing about adultery, like we brought out earlier, Yahweh Shem Shah is a witness to that, man. He's a witness to your thoughts. He's watching you when you're on your phone. He's watching you when you're thinking about him. A lot of Jakes and Eve, you have fantasies too, man. You're into concupiscence, lewd fantasies, and what it would be like to be with this woman, or a woman, what it would be like to be with this man, to be in his household, to be his wife, for him to order you around, for him to tell you what to do, man. See, a lot of women, your man might be, Your husband might be, he might be timid. He might be shy. He might be short. He might have something that you don't like. He might be going bald, right? He might be uh, picking up weight. He might not have a fancy car. He might not have a good job. But then you see this brother, right? Brother, Gabriel. His name's Gabriel. And Gabriel, he's 6'7". Gabriel, his beard come down and they connect and it's strong. And Gabriel has a very deep voice. And Gabriel has a car, man. A nice car. A 2023. And Gabriel's in the camp. Gabriel comes to the school. He's studying. He's humble, man. Now all of a sudden, she want to come to the school. Man, I just want to come. I just want to come around once he was. No, you want to come see Gabriel, man. I wondered it would be like to be with Gabriel. Got big hands, big feet. He's tall. And he has look how he drives that car. Gabriel. I know women want him, man. Right? A lot of that's how a lot of that stuff happened too, man. And Jake, you do the same thing vice versa, man, with a woman. And your woman might have had a child, man. She might have gained, a few pounds. You might see her at home and, y'all been together for a long time. She might have held you down when you was down bad. And, she may not be who she was when you first met her. And she may not, whatever. Now you see this sister, man. She younger. She might be thinner than your woman if that's what you like, man. She might be, whatever your type is. She might have brown eyes. If you like brown eyes, you rib, hey, whatever you like, man. She might wear a hair wrap a certain way, and your red wear the hair wrap. And now you're looking at this woman, and she's married. Wow, look at that sister. Bro, you better fight that demon, man. Because you're going to end up going the hell off. You can't let the spirit of temptation destroy you, man. And a lot of brothers and sisters are not content with what Yahweh Shem has given them. And that leads to adultery too, man. You're not content. You always want more. So much so when you're thinking about somebody else's wife, man. Or you're thinking about being with another man. And the Most High sees your lack of contentment, man. The Lord gave you that man for a reason. The Most High gave you that woman for a reason. You have no business thinking about dealing with another man. You have no business thinking about dealing with another woman. Hebrews chapter 13:5. Let your start at 4, right? It's fitting. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, the Most High will judge. Right? So if you're dealing with whoremongering, right? Woman making a profit and lewd behavior, or if you're just outright adultery, the Most High is going to judge you. He could judge you with death. He could judge you with disease. He could judge you, and the Most High could put all types of spirits on you, man. You'll get this woman pregnant. She'll abort your baby. You deal with this woman. Her husband want to kill you now. A woman, you dealing with this dude. Your husband find out he beat you to death, man. Right? Hey, the Most High don't play around, man. You see what this stuff be going on people. The Most High put spirits on people. Especially when adultery come to light, man. The Most High definitely put spirits on people. And he's going to judge you however he deems fit. Verse 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee, nor forsake thee, so that we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. So again, you can't look at the things that you don't have, or your wife may not have, or your husband may not have, and use it as a driving force or a catalyst to you to for you to deal with another man or another woman, man. Supposed to be content. Yeah, your husband or your wife may not be who they was when you first met them. They may not look the same, right? They may have gained some weight or got gray hair, or your woman might have had a child, or your husband might drank too many beers, and you can't let a spirit like that overthrow you. Or it could be your wife may not be as strong in the truth as another sister. And you're looking at that sister like, man, if only she says Lord and Shalom King and she has a smile, then you can't let that spirit get to you either. Or vice versa. You might notice, a woman might notice her husband, another man, do things a little bit different. And she start kind of liking those little things. You better shut that demon down. Kind of like the way that guy hold his staff. Your husband hold his staff like this. This guy kind of got a lean, man. Oh, I like the way he got a little bit of. No, ain't no. He got a little bit of nothing, man. Wow, I like the way he talked. I like the way he talked to brothers, man. See, Eve, know like them little things. We know you, Eves, man. You lay them little things to heart. We know you, man. And Jake, you do the same damn thing. And you don't fight that spirit. A lot of people, you don't fight that spirit, and you let that spirit grow and grow and grow, man. No, you kind of like the way he drive and pull up to the school, or pull up to the feast day, man. He got tents on his window. Your husband got damn fish bowls. He kind of leaned to the side a little bit. You see him pull up. He kind of talking to brother like Shalom. He kind of laugh a little bit. Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah, I fight that, man. And Jake, and same thing, man. You like the way that sister wear her hair wrapped. She got the different earrings on, and she got a little bit of style. She may have more style than your woman, man. Wow, look at her dress. Look at this. And she might wear makeup. Your rib might not wear makeup. All them little things that Jake caused you to damn start having thoughts. That's a demon. You better fight that demon and learn how to be content. Go to First Timothy. Actually, let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 3. All right. I want to get a key point of what Adam said. Genesis chapter 3 and 12. And the man said, the woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. So the point is, the Most High gave you that woman, right? If he wanted to give you that woman who wear the long earrings, she can wear hoop earrings. Your woman wears studs. You like the way she look with her hoops. Brother, that's somebody else's rib, huh? Let him like the way that woman look with hoop earrings on, huh? Or she smelled different. I read, damn, she smelled like, this, that, and the third, man. Every time this woman comes, she smells so good. Brother, that's somebody else's woman, man. What are you talking about? You better close your damn nose, man. Oh, you better walk away. The Most High gave you that woman, man. And vice versa. The Most High gave you that man. The Lord wants to give you that man, he'll give you that man. You don't force your way into adultery to be with that man. The Lord said it is a heinous crime, and one to be punished by what? By the judges. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 22. All right. This is how this adultery happens in Israel, man. This is how this adultery happens in the world of Israel, man. Deuteronomy 22 and 22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shalt thou put away evil from Israel. So that's plain. And a lot of Jakes, and Eve, they commit adultery because their marriage is not where it should be. So you might be in a rough patch with your woman, and you're just moving in haste, and now you're looking at another man's woman. She's not going to bring you peace, brother. What the hell is wrong with you, man? She's going to get you killed by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Just because you were in hard times with your woman, or you fell out, or y'all got into an argument, or y'all not seeing eye to eye for a day or 2 days or 3 days, that's not a reason for you to start looking at another man's woman. You on social media, wow, look at her. You're letting the Most High brought you in the low point to see what you're going to do. And you're failing the test, brother. You're failing. Like K Paradise said, that grass is greener, demon. Oh, the grass is green on the other side. Hey, the Most High cause hell in your marriage, man, to see how you're going to respond. What you going to think about. See, a lot of people, when you get into it with your woman, or you're a woman, you get into it with your husband, some people start thinking about it, what it would be like with the next man or with the next woman. What it would be like with him. If I was with him, I know this wouldn't happen because he's like this and he's like that. You don't know what he's like, man. Don't live with that, man. And that man might have anger problems and beat you, man. And that man might be a demon. You don't know what it's going to be like with that woman. If I could just, I know what it'd be like with her, man. She has to treat her husband so well. She seems so righteous and so godly. And look at her head wrapper in her dress. Brother, you know what the hell is going on at home, man. Don't let it fool you. Don't let the public perception fool you, man. She could be giving him hell at home. And she wants to be an angel in public and be a demon at home. See, a lot of people, you get caught up in the perception of what you think somebody is. And that leads to adultery too. Because that lust is, you're looking at that outward appearance, man. You're looking at you don't know who the hell that person is and what they're really about. So what is wrong with you, man? You're being childish. You're being carnal. The Lord said, let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 20. Brethren, be not children in understanding. Howbeit in malice be ye children, but in understanding be men. So we have to be men, right? We have to be men after the Most High's own heart. We have to have discipline as men. You have to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai as a man. You have to be content as a man at times. And the Most High might not give you a woman, man, because, I've been giving a lot of examples about how men with wives commit adultery, but some men that don't have a wife, they'll commit adultery because they don't have a wife. Man, I can't, Most High ain't giving me no ring. I'll just take his woman. I used to have all the women in the world. I've been in this truth. I still don't have no woman, man, but I think I could get her. No, I don't think, it ain't no I think I could get her, man. Hey, you don't know who you're dealing with either, man. You take another man's wife. That brother could have been one of the prophets. He could have been Malachi the prophet back on the earth. And now you're thinking about his woman. He could have been Abraham, Noah back on the earth, Isaiah the prophet, and vice versa, man. As a woman, you might be married to the apostles, Apostle John, Timothy, Titus, one of the ancient men of old, but you're letting lust and the superfluity of naughtiness and superficiality drive you to sin. You got to be spiritually minded in this truth, and you got to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Right? Let's go to Romans. Something you don't know what you got till what they say. You don't know what you got till it's gone, and you don't know how good you have it till it's gone. Right? It's one of those sayings. Because you want however long, an hour, right? Whatever of lust, man, let it destroy you. And you have to be able to execute wise judgment. Is 1 hour of lust worth losing eternal life? Like I say, it's not lust. I love her. It's not love, brother. It's literally impossible to love another man's wife. It's literally impossible. And it's literally impossible for you as a married woman to love another man. That's simply lust. It's just lust. You're just burning. And once that lust is over, all you have is a missile with your damn name on it. That's all you have afterward. That's the aftermath. The aftermath of your lust is the Most High mark you, man. Right? He marked you for destruction. Romans chapter 8 and verse 4. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. So you got to walk after Yahweh Shai, right? You can't walk after the flesh in this thing. It's going to tell you why. Verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So you can't be carnally minded in this truth. What is a carnal person? A fleshly person, a person that thinks with their body and not with the scriptures, right? That's a carnal person. They're sensual, right? And they think about what feels good. That's called hedonism. Hedonism is pretty much a major philosophy in America. Hedonism is the overall drive to seek pleasure. Hedonism, the pursuit of pleasure, sensual self-indulgence. And that's what America's about. That's what the rap industry is about. Hollywood is about. This man's entire system is rooted on the pursuit of pleasure and sensual self-indulgence. That's carnally minded. You could pursue pleasure or you could pursue righteousness. You could pursue the truth. You could pursue godliness. What are you pursuing when you're looking at this woman? When you're thinking about this woman, are you just thinking about getting your rocks off? Are you looking at this woman, this married woman, and just thinking about lust and sex? Or are you thinking about righteousness as you look in the scriptures? Are you pursuing the kingdom? Are you fighting these demons? And the most I might put a demon on somebody else's wife, man. To see what you're going to do. And the Most High, he'll lay it all out for you. See, with adultery, people that commit adultery, the Most High made it perfect for them. Because when you commit adultery, the Lord, there's no obstacles. The Lord set up the scene. He brought both of y'all together. The Lord made y'all just go the hell off so y'all could be destroyed. That's a fearful thing, man. Because man's goings are of who? They're of the Lord. So adultery is perfectly laid out for the sinners. You meet in the hotel, she meet in the hotel. You get an Airbnb, she up in the Airbnb. You in the car, she in the car. You in the husband bed, she in the husband bed. It's laid out. For anybody that pursues pleasure, you'll get what you want. What they say, trust and believe, you will get what you want if you pursue it. Right? What you want is not what you need. It reads, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. What is being spiritually minded? Meaning your mind is on the scriptures, the grace and liberty of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, who has freed you from sin. Right? That is the definition of being spiritually minded. That's where you get life and peace from. Huh? A little bit of serenity comes when you are in the scriptures. You're in the spirit, you're praying, and you may go on a fast, right? And you may read, You may do a video. You may go to camp. You may hand out flyers. You might meditate in the scriptures. These are things that a spiritually minded person may do. Verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High. For it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. You see that? So your carnal mind is going to put you against the Lord, man. It's going to put you against the Lord. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 19. Right? Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and verse 5. Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, but he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life. You got to be the brother and the sister that can resist pleasure. Because America is about what? The pursuit of pleasure, hedonism, self-indulgence. And everything's laid out for you to pursue your pleasure. There's lewd things on the internet. You can just click and get there. They got algorithms on social media. If you look at something for 5 seconds, they're going to pull it all up on your timeline for damn 4 days. So if you get jammed up looking at lewd, God knows what, it's going to be there. Man. You're going to be able to get more of it and more and more. Then it's not going to be enough for you. And then damn, just scrolling is not enough. Now you're on the internet. Now you're typing in things. Now that's not enough. Now you physically want to do it. Now you're looking at any woman, even if she's married. And then you're pursuing her. And then one is not enough. Then you want to get another one. Now you're dealing with prostitutes, right? And now you're dealing with this woman and that woman. So you gotta resist pleasures. Because it's easy to get pleasure in America. Right? It's easy. It's always there. With a click of a button, with a phone call, with a walk down the street, you look up, you look down, left and right, pleasure is there. So a wise, strong man is not a man that can bench press 450. A strong man is not a man that can curl 50 pound dumbbells. Right? Or he has a mighty staff or a mighty garment. A strong man is a man that can resist pleasure. There's really no stronger man than that. Because if you can resist pleasure, you'll get that crown. And pleasure is sin. Now you can say, well, pleasure is eating ice cream, pleasure. That's not the pleasure that this is talking about. This pleasure is pleasure in wickedness, man. It's telling you straight up. Let's read it again. Sirach 19:5. Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned. But he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life. So you got to be able to resist pleasure because it will come. But a strong man, he's going to resist. He's going to fight against it. And that's a mighty man of the Most High. And the Lord is looking for men like that. Let's go to Revelation real quick, chapter 14. The Most High is looking for the man that can resist pleasure. He's not looking for the man that knows all of the breakdowns, but he's still committing adultery. He's committing adultery. He's thinking about another man's wife. He's watching pornography. He's committing fornication. He's masturbating. He's looking at other men's wives, right? He's dealing with this. Same thing with a woman, man. Right? You got to be a woman that can resist pleasure. I mean, a woman has more access to pleasure than a man. Like I said, well, not quite me wrong. No, the woman is glorified in the society. And a woman, she can walk into a room of 5 men. She can get any man she wants, man. Let a man walk into a room with 5 women. He has to sweat, man, and labor to get one of them to smile. A woman will walk in a room and hey, she do 3 things. She'll do 3 things. She can get any one of those 5 guys. She gonna walk out with one of them. And how long is it going to take? As long as she wants it to take to get any one. She could be there with 10 minutes and egg them all on. She can be there for 10 seconds. Jake, you come on now. So it's same thing with women. It's not just men that got to resist pleasure. Women got to resist pleasure too, because Satan makes it so accessible and it's so easy to get praise and the attention and these demons, man, to try to get into you. So that's what this thing is about, man. People that commit adultery, they can't resist pleasure. They move in lust. Revelation chapter 14 and verse 4. Right here's the 144,000. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb. So these virgins aren't actual literal women virgins. When it says, these are they which were not defiled with women, that these are men. Them not being defiled with women, first and foremost, is not talking about actual women. Now, you can have a man that's actually defiled by a woman. His woman can rule over him, right? You have men that are actually defiled with women and commit adultery, fornication, dealing with prostitutes, giving their strength over to a woman, letting a woman rule over them, making a woman their God, can't resist pleasure. And no, even those men, even though this verse is really going into the philosophies and the doctrines of the nations and of the world that can defile and taint you and corrupt you, you have actual men that aren't going to be part of the 144,000 because they're literally defiled by women. They just can't seem to shake the stronghold of sinning by a woman. They just can't shake it, man. They're just weak. And those men will not be the 144,000. Like you said, well, no, they are, they could go. No, these are they which were not defiled with women. Now you may say, well, what does it mean to be defiled? Let's jump down to verse 5. It tells you. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of God. So being without fault is what makes them virgins, because faults are blemishes and spots. A virgin is somebody that's equated with innocency, purity, chastity, piety, if you will. And faults take away the purity. They take away your innocency because you're guilty by your fault. And you lose your virginity the more faults that you have. Spiritual, it's all spiritual. It's not literal. Right? But there are certain men, they're going to be in faults with women all the day, man. Damn, committed this, did that, did that, did that. And vice versa. Chiefly adultery. Right? Chiefly adultery. Let's go into this. Adultery. Right? Adultery, voluntary. See that? A lot of people as an accident. I slipped up. I didn't mean to. What do you mean you didn't mean to? You didn't mean. Do you have to really go by play what happened? You didn't mean to do that. You didn't mean to do this. No, you meant to, man. It's voluntary. My rib committed adultery. She said she ain't mean to. I mean, yeah, I get it. There's a lot of things I didn't mean to do. No, brother, don't be simple. Don't be a damn fool. Well, she said she didn't mean to. She said it was an accident. She was over there and No, brother. Voluntary violation of the marriage bed. That's the bed being defiled. Right? Let's go into this word adultery. Right? It reads from the Latin adultare, to commit adultery, corrupt, from ad meaning to, and altare meaning to alter. What are you altering? You're altering the willing power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. And you're altering the righteous spirit of marriage and you're turning it to demonic works. That's what you're altering. You're altering the relationship between a man and your woman, man, or a husband and a wife, or if you're a woman, you're altering your relationship. The Most High gave you a blessed marriage, man, and you're altering it with your own lust, right? With your own lust. As a crime formerly classified as single adultery with an unmarried person, see that? And double adultery with a married person. So that used to be a thing, huh? Right? You had single adultery and double adultery. That used to be a thing. From the Old English word, which is breach of lawful marriage. All right. In translations of the seventh commandment, it is understood to mean lewdness or unchastity of any kind in act or thought. Right? So adultery is one of the 10 commandments. And brothers have to make sure that demon doesn't hop on you, right? That demon doesn't hop on you. There's a lot of adultery going on in Israel, man. Right? There's a lot of adultery, and you want to stay true to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Awashad. Right? The Lord said, adulterers and whoremongers, the Most High will judge. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 23. Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 23 and verse 19. Let's start at 18. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. And that's how you think. Man, I'm getting away with this, man. Man, he don't know. He at work. Man, we've been planning this, man. I'm a mastermind, man. I'm still got it. Right? Damn, this working out the way I thought it would. I changed my name in her phone. She changed her name in my phone. Right? We got secret messages and code words and what we got inside jokes, and man, couldn't be better. Who can ever detect that we deal with one another, man? We act like we don't know each other in public, at feast days and things like that. We don't make eye contact. We play it off real well, man. Who seeth me? Every Thursday, we get a hotel. She says she's doing this. I say I'm doing this. There's a lot of jakes like that, man. You really think that you're the man. You really think that you're how they say now, you're him. Like you're some great mastermind. You really think you're getting away with this, man. Well, the Most High is not going to remember my sins. I got grace. Well, what did the Most High say? Verse 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. So you can't be the type of brother that fear what man has to say. The Lord has angels, though that's the eyes of the Lord. And the Most High is telling you that they reveal everything. That's what it means they're 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Right? Everything comes to light. The angels record everything in darkness. They even see your most secret parts, your inner thoughts. What are your intentions? What are your purposes? Your cogitations? What do you dwell on? What's in your conscience? Do you feel bad? Do you feel good? Do you feel guilty? What is your agenda? Your plans? What are your motives? These things are all recorded by the angels of the Most High. So you can think you hiding because you got a different code on your phone. Or your name in her phone is dad or mom. And her name in your phone is brother Reggie. Brother Reggie. What this brother always want? Shalom, King. knowing damn well that's a woman on the phone. Shalom, King. Hold on, Salaki, I gotta take this. Yeah, then you get in the other room. Yeah. What you doing calling me? Right? You silly. And you get into all types of freakism, man. The Lord sees all of that sorcery you got going on. Hitting tabs and emails and threads and damn, they got the vanish mode, man. Damn, vanish mode and delete the text thread and damn, all of that sorcery they got, man. Delete the message, alter it, edit it, send it, edit, creep it, twist it. Secret phone, side phone, you know? Damn, dark screen. Some people got that, Jake, you got that real dark screen, so nobody can really see what you're looking at. You got the dark screen protector stuff. You know? You got different text tones for different people, right? You got the the ding, that ring, that's for everybody else, and the doo-doo, that's for him, right? Doo-doo. Oh, well, that's you know, you're picking up and you're talking to him, huh? So you got the different codes, you know. Take you into all types of madness. Like the Most High don't see you, man. The angels see all of that. Oh, we don't text because we might get caught, so we only talk on Snapchat. Oh, we talk on DMs or on Instagram. We got this new app. Jake, you downloaded Text Now, man. From back in the day, Text Now. You got to get your fake phone number and put that on there. You got the app, but you changed the app icon to look like that. You know? You get phone calls on the text app, but the app come in and that number, you change it. All of them, all of that madness, man. We know you, Jakes. We know you. And it's not even about us. Hey, the Most High knows you, man. The Lord see you. Let's read it again. Sirach 23:19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. He knew all things ere ever they were created, meaning he knew everything before it was created. He knows the beginning and the end, the outcome. He's the orchestrator of every living thing, the dead and the living. He knew all things ere ever they were created. So also, after they were perfected or perfected, which is perfected, he looked upon them all. This man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspecteth not, he shall be taken. So certain men, they get jammed up, man. Now, when the Most High say he punished you in the streets of the city, speaking about the congregation, they're going to stone you, right? When you know, and the Most High going to bring you to counsel. Or you could be completely jammed up by the Lord. You could be hit by a car, and the Most High had you, die in a car accident on your way from committing adultery. The Most High had you swerve off the bridge, had somebody T-bone you, airbag don't work, you go through the windshield. Most High had you get pulled over, you get shot by the police, you get locked up. The Most High, he'll be down, have you break your arm, have you break your jaw. The Most High, he'll do anything to you, man. Name something the Most High can't do. That's what the Most High can do to you, man. Right? Name something the Lord can't do to you. Let's go to Job 31:3. Right? Job chapter 31:3. It reads, it's not destruction. Actually, I'm going to start at 1. I made a covenant with mine eyes. Why then should I think upon a maid? Yeah, you got to make a contract with your spirit. Look, I'm not going to follow this woman. I'm not going to follow this page. I make a covenant with myself. I have integrity. I have avouched this day that I will no longer do X, Y, and Z. You got to have a covenant. You have to have integrity with yourself, man. You live with yourself. You know what's on your phone. You know what you're into. Everybody's into something, man. Some women you like tall guys. Hey, some guys you like dark skinned women. You know, some men you like this. Some you know what you're into, man. And you have to make a conscience covenant with your spirit and let not what you like be used to destroy you. Because the Most High, or Satan, the Most High is going to use Satan. He's going to use what you like to tempt you to get you to fall. So you got to make a covenant with yourself. Why then should I think upon a maid? You got to be cognizant that what you are into is going to be used against you by your adversary. I mean, that's what your adversary is going to do. Satan knows you, man. Verse 2. For what, Job 31:2. For what portion of the Most High is there from above? And what inheritance of the Almighty from on high? Is not destruction to the wicked, and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity? Doth not he see my ways and count all my steps? Yeah, does not the Most High see everything I do? Every step I take. See, people with that pedometer and they measure how many steps they took. Okay, I took 10,000 steps today. Okay, I walked X amount of miles. I lost this many pounds. No, the angel is marking all of your steps, right? And all your ways. When you get in the car, when you hide, when you duck off and get in the phone, when you do this, when you text this and you loot this and you whisper and you giggle, and the Lord sees that. And therefore, that's why it says it's not destruction to the wicked and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity. Now you got a strange punishment. Huh? Now your arm broke. Ah, damn, how did my arm break? Brother, you know how your arm broke, man. You was fantasizing about this man's wife. Now you fell and you couldn't land right and you broke your arm. Now you can't work. Now your job let you go. Now you can't pay your rent. Now you're evicted. Now you got to move back down south. With Earl and them. Or you got a strange punishment and your job fired you, man. Look, we're just going to have to let you go. You know, just for something, we're just going to have to let you go. It's just not working out. You're not a good fit. You're a great person, but, you know, we're doing some downsizing. And unfortunately, you are terminated effectively as of today. We need you to turn in your ID, turn in your badge. I'm sorry. You know, you still receive your benefits. And they'll give you the whole layout, man. That's a strange punishment. You randomly walk into work and you let go. Why you? What do you mean, why you, man? Because you were texting that man's wife. Or your woman, you got strange punishments, man. Right? You got damn issues in your body and your health. Right? Somebody, you know, something happened to you, man. You slip and God knows what. That's a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity. Right? To the workers of iniquity. So the Lord sees all of that. That's why it says in Job, I mean, it's like Ecclesiastes 23 and 21, this man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspecteth not, he shall be taken. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband and bringeth in an heir by another. So certain women, not every woman get caught in adultery. You know, not in the act. They get the Most High, he'll bring it out afterwards. Ecclesiastes 23 and 22 is about a woman that committed adultery who didn't get caught in the act, who got pregnant and had a child. Your woman got pregnant by another man. Oh, baby, we pregnant. You know, you're doing the math. We just say the math and ain't mathing. The numbers ain't adding up. Woman pregnant in November, y'all. You're looking at it. She pregnant in July, but you don't. You think you woman faithful. You don't really question it too much. You kind of, you let it go, and you deal with your woman. You help her during the pregnancy. You give her what she need, her cravings. You rub her feet. You know what I'm saying? You take her out. You get her what she need, and you get stuff for the baby. You get your bassinet. You get your crib, and it's still in your mind. She's pregnant, and she walking around and she doing her thing, and she's sweating, and the baby come out, and the baby's not yours. It happens all the time. It's happening right now. Right now, there's a woman who's pregnant by another man right now. What is it, 10 to 11:30? She's about to bring in the air by another. You got these jakes, they be swabbing their babies now, man. Secretly. You got women doing this and saving this. There's a lot of looting that's going on. You got women that'll commit adultery, and then they'll save things and use it. Right? They'll take stuff out there's a lot of wickedness that goes on in the world with worldly stuff, man. We know what it is. I'm not going to get all into it. You know what it is, man. They'll take this and put this and this and save it and put it in the freezer and use it, and then now they pregnant, they get pregnant, and now the man they committed adultery with know that he got a family, but now they pregnant by him. And he's trying to figure out how the hell it happened. And the man got another woman pregnant, tell him to abort the baby. You commit adultery, don't keep him. My wife is going to kill me. What if she finds out? Just get rid of the baby. No, I don't want to get rid of the baby. She going to have to find out about us. No, she can't find out about my marriage will be over. So there's a lot of that stuff be going on, man. You always try to deal with the aftermath after you committed adultery. It's too late. Let's read it again. Sirach 23 and 22. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband and bringeth in an heir by another. For first she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High. Now hold on. What does it mean when it says, thus shall it go also with the wife? Well, it's the same thing as Sirach 23 and 21. She's going to be punished in the streets of the city. And where she suspecteth not, she shall be taken. The same thing for the man is going to go for the woman. I'm a respected person with the Lord. It's going to tell you why in verse 23. For first she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High. What's the law? Thou shalt not commit adultery. And secondly, she hath trespassed against her own husband. And thirdly, she hath played the whore in adultery and brought children by another man. See that? They didn't. The Lord didn't have paternity tests back then. There was no more. Was that Maury, cheaters, Jerry Springer, swabs, clinics, and yet the Most High brought it to light. The Most High still brought it to light. Had the angel, that's not your son. That's not your daughter. That child that's in her womb, that ain't yours, man. And that baby come out, and the Most High bring it to light. When you go to Numbers, the 5th chapter, and the Lord got laws on that, man. The laws of jealousy. And the Lord destroy that child in the womb when you read that chapter. Make her thigh to rot or her belly to swell. He'll shut that child down, man. That your inheritance be not given away. Verse 24, she shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her children. So she's going to be brought out and cut down, right? She's going to be brought out and cut down. Adultery is no joke, right? If that's the spirit that you was moving in, and you're thinking about doing it, or you're entertaining, or something that's kind of seem like it, no. If you've been lusting after this man's wife, you're thinking about her, you're dreaming about her, and You need to, that's a demon. You need to rebuke it. That's not a message from the Lord. I had a dream about his wife. Maybe God is telling me that I should have that woman. He doesn't deserve her. Why did Jake get into that? He doesn't deserve her spirit. He's not treating you right, man. It's not a damn R&B music video, man. This is not Usher, Trey Songz, R. Kelly. This is not that, man. That's his woman. Let the Most High handle how he dealing with her, man. I'm going to save you from him. He not doing you right. That's off. And Eve, Eve do the same thing on the flip side, man. Eve, you do the same thing. Right? Let's go to Exodus chapter 20 and verse 14, the classic. Plain upon table. It gets no plainer than this. Thou shalt not commit adultery. That's the seventh commandment. That is the seventh commandment. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Straight up and down, man. And like we brought out earlier, adultery, all this, it starts with a look, conversation. You got her number saved in your phone. You should be having another man's wife number saved in your phone. And a lot of Israel is simple, man. I'm gonna just put that out there. And that's why it'd be a lot of adultery going on, because Jake, you don't have any boundaries. You don't know how to draw the line in the sand. You don't know how to not mix the world and this truth, man. Or you're mixing the world and this truth. I'll put it like that. See, because in the world, that's acceptable. You can be friends with another man's wife. Everybody can go out and y'all went out on a double date and everybody laughing and you walk his woman and she walk. That stuff is of the world, man. You hug his woman when you meet her, she hug you, and and that's not the truth. You gotta know how to separate and come out of the world. You gotta come out of the world, man. That's worldly. This is not a college worldly. This is not friends like them Edomites, them demons friends. And you got that one Edomite, and you got that Edomite, and they all sitting in the couch together. That's Esau stuff, man. Living Single. Use a Jake example. You watch Living Single, man. They all sitting in the house, and so I don't remember everybody's name. You got the brother with the twist and the plaits. Then you got the sister, the loudmouth. If you don't know those shows, then you can look them up. Man. You can look up Living Single. You can look up that, right? That's how all of that adultery started. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. Jake, you gotta have some boundaries, man. You gotta learn how to say no. And have some discipline in your spirit. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter. Right? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. So you have to desire, if you want wisdom, you have to desire discipline. You have to be willing to submit to restraints. That's all discipline is. It restrains you from doing things, puts manacles on your hands and fetters on your feet, and you are under the yoke of wisdom. And wisdom is going to tell you what you can't do. And you have to desire. You should want the Most High to tell you things you can't do. There's things that you want to do that the Most High says you can't do, or the things you want to do are going to get you killed, man. That's what the Most High says, don't do it. Thou shalt not commit adultery. You have to desire the discipline of the law and the fear of the Most High. You should want to have the Most High's laws and fear in your heart. And discipline is going to keep you from going astray. The spirit of discipline is heavy, man. That's something that brothers should pray for. May the Most High give me the spirit of discipline. Because when you're disciplined, I believe the root word of discipline is disciple or student, right? Like an obedient student to the doctrine and to the law, right? Let's go into that word discipline. So we get the etymology on that. Discipline, see that? It reads, it says, penitential chastisement, punishment for the sake of correction, right? But it goes back to work to what? Discipulus or discipulus, meaning pupil, student, or follower. You see that? Student, pupil, or follower. So you want to be a pupil and a student and a follower of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's a true discipline. That's what a disciple is, a student. All right. And you need to be in that student submissive behavior because a student is in subjection to their master. Student got to ask to go to the bathroom, raise their hand if they got a question. They're learning. You got to be a student in this thing. A student can't just do what they want to do in the classroom. Otherwise, there's a punishment behind it. So a true disciplined person is like a student, right? And the master is Yahweh Shah. And a true student is not going to rebel against their teacher. And you rebel against the Most High, he's going to kill you. A student that rebels are going to get kicked out, expelled, whatever, man. Written up. That's of the world. How much more of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua? Imagine being a student to the true master. Yahweh said, ye call me master and Lord, and ye say, well, for so I am, paraphrasing. You're a student to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So if you desire discipline, you're desiring to be in that student mode. And the care of discipline is love. You see that? And love is the keeping of her laws. And the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. So if you give heed to the laws, you're on your way to be incorruptible. And incorruption maketh us near to the Most High. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. So if you desire wisdom, it's going to bring you to the kingdom. So with that, I'm going to close up, giving, of course, all honor and glory to Yahweh. Fight those evil spirits, adulterers or whoremongers and adulterers, the Most High will judge. Repentance is there, right? So repentance is there in the grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, but you don't tempt the Most High. Deuteronomy chapter 6:16 on down. Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. So with that, we're going to close up, giving, of course, all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Most High willing you edified. Kwam Yasha. Shalom.